Hello, friends. Welcome. It's 420. That is time for stoners to celebrate their Christmas. Well, smoke them if you got them. Anyways, let's begin with Reefer Madness. You all know this movie. It's not the musical, but it inspired the musical. Let's get started, shall we? With Reefer Madness, the fantastic scenes can be yours at Reefer Mart. Uh-oh. Already experiencing technical difficulties. Very disturbing. All these people are long dead. This guy never really touched a tube in his life. Yeah, musical director. It's not the musical again. Sorry. I know. I don't know if any of those people are. I don't think anybody does. Yeah, no shit. It's like they have to tell us. Because everybody's ignorant as fuck. Yeah, this is like the 30s, and people were like, we will. And they startle you how bad this is. It wouldn't be possible if we weren't high off our asses. New drug men as well. Wait till they get a load of meth and crack and pretty much every other drug. The real public enemy #1. Scrolling text. That's the #1 enemy for me. Hallucinations, man. Have some more of this hallucination. Facts. Yeah, they're not talking about weed, obviously. They never smoked weed, huh? Because they're all straight edge. Fictionized. Yeah, greatly. With an H. That's funny. I'm not high, by the way. I'm just really tired. Yeah. Almost 100 years later, the shit's pretty much legal. Because of the dread. I am the law. Son of a gun. No, look, they're printing more text so we can read it. It wasn't ready. Dope peddlers. Yeah, this is back at a time when, there wasn't a lot of other drugs to crack down on. They already tried with the alcohol, and they're like, we need to find something else to pester people with. So they're like, okay, marijuana.
Must be stopped. You and all other school parent groups about the country.
Call the schoolmaster.
You must stand united on this.
Poems, laddie. Poems.
This frightful assassin of our youth. You can do it by bringing about compulsory education on the subject of narcotics in general, but dread marijuana in particular. That is the purpose of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen, to lay the foundation for a nationwide campaign by you to demand by law
like your typical
compulsory education.
Fear peddler.
Because it is only through enlightenment that this scourge can be wiped out. Out of the traffic in these drugs,
15 days to flatten the curve of marijuana.
Estimate has grown and is now flourishing. It exists in almost every city and hamlet in the country.
Damn right.
It might be interesting and important for you to know some of the methods used in bringing these drugs into the country.
So listen up,
and
idiots.
The work of the forces of law and order, which are daily combating the traffic, always at the risk of life by their agents. This ceaseless fight against the drug traffic is directed by the Department of Narcotics, Washington.
You know, not to be confused with
I've
the
received a
Department
letter
of Narcotics in Hawaii.
From a member of the Narcotics Bureau. I'm going to read this letter to you.
I don't know. I can't even.
My dear Dr. Carroll, the suppression of the use of marijuana and of the forces lurking behind it are the most important jobs this department is now engaged in.
This department is a waste of money.
At the outset of this letter, there is one vital fact I would like to submit. There is a powerful agency. I speak of the school parent associations of this country.
The PTA, man, don't fuck with them.
In stamping out this scourge. Their help, their
the PTA doesn't like anything.
Could be the deciding factor in our fight against it. The weed marijuana is grown in every state in the union.
The weed marijuana.
Recently, in the city of Brooklyn, New York, a field of marijuana
I don't want any of that
was
hipster
found behind a tenement court. The weed was here being cultivated, regularly stripped and dried and sold in schools and at government army posts in and around New York. The dried leaves and berries are ground up and made into cigarettes by a simple hand machine. The deadly narcotic is thus quickly and easily prepared for its market.
Narcotic.
The sale of marijuana.
You know that alcohol kills more people, right? Per year.
Than the traffic in drugs such as opium, morphine, and heroin.
Oh, there you go. Why don't you talk about those drugs?
They are hidden in fake jewelry cases, in the heels of shoes, women's shoes especially, because the drugs can be secreted in false heels.
Yeah.
Hollowed shaving brushes are another medium. Books with false centers are often used. Watch cases are convenient hiding places. The value of drugs thus seized is enormous. Recently, a huge supply of heroin was taken. It
From
was
a half barrel. They didn't hide it very well.
Shipment of
they forgot the other half of the barrel.
The deadly drug was burned in the incinerator of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing.
Yeah,
and more vicious, more deadly, even than these soul-destroying drugs, is the menace of marijuana.
Blocks of like nothingness.
No doubt,
hey, what's
many of you
on?
do not believe that these things do happen, but they cannot happen to you. You may also believe that the facts have been exaggerated. Let me tell you something that happened right here in our
It's like they already disclaimer said this is all been exaggerated, so everything he could be saying is completely bullshit, which, you know, let's face it, it kind of is.
There was an apartment near one of our high schools. It was run by
I'm not
a woman known as May Coleman.
Encouraging the use of marijuana. I'm just saying that this is, you know, wrong. Is it? Oh, here we go. All right, Dick Tracy, you gonna light up or what?
Hey, come on, May, get up.
What time is it?
Time to get up and give this place a going over. Looks like the Marines had landed.
Oh, that bunch last night was high enough to take over the Marines and the Navy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she had both
the kid maybe up
in her room that night.
Oh, Jack, we can get along without dragging those young kids up here.
Oh, why don't you button up your lip? You're always squawking about something. You got more static than the radio.
I could barely hear them, so I'm not talking a lot. More static than the radio. More static than this. Okay. What's going on, pirate? Yeah, it's Reefer Madness. And, yeah. That's a horrible doorbell. Do you really want that as your doorbell? I wouldn't. So, you might think she's all sexy and everything. Just remember she's dead. He's long dead.
Greetings.
All these people are long dead.
Fine, how are you? Come here.
Done in by Reefer.
Let's see it.
No, not really.
Is the name? Should be right in. Just sit down and make yourself comfortable.
Hey, what kind of a joint is this, Eddie?
What kind of joint?
See, they probably had a party last night.
Oh, no worries. I understand.
A couple of your customers, May.
Yeah?
Deed.
They're old enough to know what they're doing. Not like those young kids you bring up here.
All right, all right. Listen, I'm gonna blow.
Where are you going?
I gotta make some deliveries, and I'll probably drop by.
I gotta remember that in the
Bring back a couple
30s
of
they had
kids.
a
I
lot
wish you'd
different
lay off those kids.
Oh, why don't you get over
vocabulary.
that mother complex?
Like they'll say, "Oh, I made a mistake," instead of saying they'll make a mistake. "Oh, I made a boner." So it's like, it's just those 1930s, 1936 stop school cross. Yeah, you got to stop those schools from crossing. I have no idea. I've actually never seen this version. I've only seen the musical they made like almost a century later. I don't even think this is Hollywood. I think this is just
Oh, by the way, Ralph,
the government.
I'm sort of getting a little party Saturday afternoon over
Which
at my
I guess
grandmother's.
is the same
You
thing.
know, the place with the swimming pool? Like to come?
His grandmother's. It's like the hottest place
I'd
in
sure like to
town.
have you.
Okay, I'll probably drop over.
Is the old hag gonna be there?
Hey, Ralph. Hi, kid. Fine, Jack, and you? Oh, great. Where you heading? Oh,
Why do you care? Why
how
you
do you
ask?
like that?
He didn't. Oh yeah.
That's the one I was telling you about.
It's a nice tennis racket.
Nice.
I don't know why you want to make such a fuss over that Ralph Wiley.
Oh, he's a swell swimmer. He made the freshman team that year he went to college.
Yeah, and that lets him out. My dad knows his family. None of them are any good. Father and mother just got a divorce from Paris.
Yeah?
You know, Ralph comes around pretty much on his own. He's been in a couple of jams.
Well,
Dude, I
only
can
tried to
understand
play
the
a little
fucking
while,
ride
so I
operators at
Well, you
Disneyland
better
more
not.
than this
He's a little
guy.
too old for it.
Seriously.
That's my dad said.
Like, please wear inside
How are you, Bill?
inside the wild at all times and make sure you don't
Ralph.
roll hands
You know
off
our
3
brother
feet long
Jimmy,
bar.
don't you?
How are you?
Well,
I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Jack Perry. Mary, Bill.
How do you do?
Glad to know you. We're going over to Joe's place. Why don't you come along?
we have a date to play instead of doubles.
Oh, you can play anytime. Come on, we'll have some laughs.
You can
Oh,
play
we
with
can't
yourself
today, Ralph.
anytime.
Some other time.
Can I go along with you? Sure. Hey, I'll see you at dinner, sis.
Don't be late, Jimmy.
Oh, if you'd stayed in the car, you wouldn't be, but okay. Oh no. It's the last time we heard of little Jimmy. That wasn't just any Jimmy, that was Jimmy Hoffa. Oh damn, they're getting crunk. This guy. Groucho Marx haircut. Jimmy.
He ain't no paper man.
Why don't you know him in that hot finger curly?
Boy, he really swings out hot with a message jive. You want to dance?
Sure.
Alright, so they're just swinging and having a good time. Unbeknownst that the reefer creature is right around the corner.
May's expecting us at the apartment a little later. Any new prospects?
Maybe.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. Again, I'm not high, I'm just really, really tired. I was supposed to come in later, but something happened, so I'm in early. I can still smell it, bro. Oh no, he's gonna do lines. Never mind. It's funny when they call it like a marijuana cigarette, because, you know, I don't know. To me, those seems like two different things. Like a cigarette to me has always been tobacco, while reefer or marijuana has always been like a joint or a J or a doob or a roach or something or a blunt. It's like the worst place to smoke. Everybody can
Why can't we
smell
go
it.
now?
Good. Hey, kids, we're having a little party up at my girlfriend's apartment. Wouldn't you
Sure,
like
I
to
don't
come?
even know you,
Oh,
but
I'd
I'll
love
go.
to. You want to come, don't you, Jenny?
Oh, sure. Any place with you.
Well, come along. We can all go
Glad
in
you
my
called
car.
someone awesome by sitting near the cat's pajamas. What the fuck does that mean? Cat's pajamas? Did they even have pajamas back then? Man, that's weird. OD on a cigarette. Yes. You can OD on several thousand if you do it all at once and burn your lungs to a little
It's sweet
crisp.
of you to help me, Bill.
Well, I'll try anything except domestic science.
Why, Bill,
What?
don't you want to learn something about running your own home?
The answer is no.
I'll try anything except
You know,
for
after that session we had
segregation.
yesterday, I went home and told Mother that the trouble with her pot roast gravy was she hadn't added 3 heaping teaspoonfuls of olive oil.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything. She just threw me out of the kitchen.
Well, I don't wonder. Hello, children.
They should have a laugh
Hello,
track.
Mother.
Hello, Mrs. Lane.
That was sweet of you, Mother.
Gosh, hot chocolate. Thanks, Mrs. Lane.
I know you can't study on empty stomachs. Now then, enjoy yourself. He will.
She will too, Mrs. Lane. May I?
Oh, thank you, kind sir. You're so very, very kind.
Mary, before we do that math, how about reading some of this? It's swell.
Romeo and Juliet.
Don't you like it?
Uh-huh.
You know, when I study this, I kind of think of you. I just sort of feel as though you're there beside me.
Yeah, they haven't. He hasn't read the whole book yet. That's
It
one
is
of the
my
jokes of the
soul
musicals.
that calls upon thy name. How silver sweet sound lovers'
Well,
tongues by night.
I mean, these are
Like
these are our
softest
victims
music
apparently.
to
So
attending ears.
just you need to wait, be patient.
Romeo,
My dear,
what o'clock tomorrow shall I
Oh,
send
these
to
kids
thee?
are already on
by
something.
the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20
Maybe, like,
years till then.
Everybody was on Reefer. No, you know what? They were probably on like other things
Well, I'll see you tonight, Mary. Bye, Mrs.
that were
Lane.
probably
Goodbye.
legal.
So long. Gosh,
I don't even. Wow, what an idiot!
Oh, I guess I'm all right. Well, bye. Bye.
Hey, Dad!
Oh, Julie.
Oh, got Marsha.
Hey, Dad, you got anything for me?
Well, they should be.
Don't bother your father every
blunt.
night.
Here you go, kid. Knock yourself out.
There you are.
What made you so late, Bill? I was getting worried.
Well, I had to study, Ma.
He was not. I saw him out walking with his girl. Bill
Was this
got
the
a
little
girl,
rascals now?
got a girl.
Ma, make them cut it out.
Junior,
Well, Bill
I
has
thought it was
got
a girl.
Quiet.
Sorry,
and put that candy away till after dinner.
Candy.
Henry, you shouldn't
Right.
have given it to him.
Well, he has got a girlfriend and her name is Mary.
Yeah, I'll shut you up.
Whoop your ass, boy.
Junior, put that calories on.
So you're an adult, dude. Relax. Really?
Mary's little ass.
You're young. He's like 40.
I didn't mean to be honest, I didn't.
Oh, well, I burn up about it. It just didn't say Bill had a swell girl.
Gee, it must be love. She'd have to be swell for you to
Of
like her.
course.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you want something. Come on, what is it?
Well, it's my model airplane. It won't work.
Really?
But still, you could fix it. You can fix anything.
Okay, I'll fix it.
So they're cool now.
Would you?
Yeah, here we are.
Oh, hello, Jimmy. Mary told me to wait and tell her she had to go home.
Her mother wanted her to go to the dressmaker with her.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. Must be getting grown up. I see Mary let you have the car.
Yeah. I take you any place?
Well, I wasn't going any place in particular.
Well, then, how about driving me over to the show place with me?
I'll buy you a soda. I never drink that stuff.
I never
Okay, I'll
drink.
buy
It's
you
so
something
bad.
else. Okay, you're on the hook for one root beer. Wow.
Root beer. So this whole town is full of straight edge squares, except for that one dude in the closet.
Hi, Bill. Hi, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
It's like the ganja episode of Leave It to Beaver.
Lance. Hello, Ralph. How are you? Well, Lance,
There was a ganja episode of Leave It to Beaver.
One soda and one root beer.
How's May?
Oh, she's fine. We're going up to her apartment a little later.
Couldn't Bill come along?
Mm-hmm.
Well, come on along. Bill, you get a kick out of it. Thanks, just the same.
Oh, come on, Bill. Mary won't be jealous.
Seems like they all don't know when their
Sure,
lives
be
are.
there. It's changed.
They just like talk over each other.
Well, okay.
See? Seems like they don't know when their lines begin. They're just like interrupting. Dude, this guy is fucking. Okay, that background noise sounds awful. Sounds like someone's getting murdered.
Hiya, kid. Hello, Jack. What do you say?
Hey, no worries. You have a good
Yeah,
meeting.
come on
Come on, Bill. Don't stand there.
Stand over here. Okay, good. Now just stay there. Okay.
May, this is Bill Harper. He's okay.
Cool, I didn't ask.
Well,
He's okay. That's it. That's all you can say. Right? He's not great. He's just okay. He's like the average guy. He's probably gonna die first, so we don't want to give him too much of a personality.
Bill Harper. He's all right. Martha's got herself about a yen for her.
There's a party in the other room. This dude's just having bacon and eggs.
She knows what she's doing. She's got Ralph nuts about her, and now she's got her hooked up for this
This
new
isn't
kid.
even the 50s. This is the 30s. 1936.
Why couldn't you find that out when I was here this morning? I've got my car in the shop.
Well, what's
Look at that
Let's
refrigerator.
get out there and Jimmy. He's got a car. He'll take you. Come on, get going. Hurry up.
Well, I mean, you could finish your breakfast first, but
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah?
play us some Skinner,
I'll
man.
run over to Cedar Avenue for a minute. You've got a car, haven't you?
Well, yeah, my sister.
Mind giving me a lift?
Why, sure, come on.
Okay.
Give me a lift, Jimmy. They didn't invest in a lot of lighting for this movie, which they should have. Okay. So every movie we watch has like a makeout scene. Even this.
Well,
Of course, they're not gonna have a sex scene. This is the 30s.
Oh, May, don't forget me.
She's now the cocktail waitress.
Oh, here. If you want a good smoke, try one of these.
It's Winston's. All right then. Dude, if the weed sucked in the 60s, I can only imagine how bad it was in the 30s.
Of course, if you're afraid.
Don't be a fucking square.
Bitter, that's more like it. I know you like that, really well. Now just take a puff of it.
Don't do it. Don't. No! And now he's gonna OD. This is what happened when you inject weed. Alright. So is the low light supposed to be them
Just be a minute, kid.
hallucinating, or
Hey,
is
Jack,
it
give me
just
a cigarette before you
budget?
go, will you?
Probably blew the whole budget on pot. But they used real pot, which I don't know. Part of me wants to wish they did.
Hello, Jack.
Hi, boss.
You don't have a name. You're just boss.
Getting better every day. Those kids sure go for it.
Well,
Had to run over for a couple more cartons. Ran short today.
all right. Johnny,
Oh,
that's 10 gross for Jack Perry. Who? Pete Daly.
it's
All
your
right, send him
cousin,
in.
Marvin.
Sorry,
Marvin
Joey.
Barry.
I want to talk to you.
All right, go ahead. Jack's okay. What's the beef?
Listen, you never heard no beef when I
This
had
is
to
back
sell
when
a
people
rotten
were like,
gin.
"Oh, I want
After the
to
door,
say
huh?
things to you," that
Yeah, but I don't
you
need
need to
to
ask
like
permission. But it's like,
taking
just
2
fucking
big
say
pieces
it.
from
I hate when
kids.
people do
There
that.
are millions of
I gotta
two-bit
ask you a
pieces
question,
just taken
Gilks.
to be taken. Don't be a dope.
I'm just dope enough to draw the line selling hop to kids.
All right, Pete. You know what my policy has always been. The boys are not satisfied. I'm always glad to
This
have
was
them
the
retire.
cartel of the 30s.
Retire permanently.
But instead of like
Go on.
beheading someone, they'll just like slap you or something. They're not hardcore yet. It's gonna take a couple years before
I only
things
wish
get a
you
little
had a couple of
hardcore.
kids so I could get out.
What? Oh my God, no!
All right,
Dude.
Jack, pick up your stuff from Danny. I'll be
It's
ready
the most
by now.
awkward line in the
Okay,
entire world. For any occasion, any reason. We just do this thing. It's not even doing anything. Crap.
Let's go, Jack. I'm red hot.
Better be
What?
careful how you drive it. The first thing you know, you'll be ice cold.
Cold as ice. Wow. Damn, what is this? Fast and the Furious prequels? Yes. Instead of progressing forward, they go. Whoa. That just went dark. Grand Theft Auto. Alright, well.
Mary, you're not eating your breakfast again.
I can't concentrate on breakfast when there isn't a party nearby.
Anything wrong between you two?
Why should there be anything wrong?
There shouldn't be, I'm sure. And whatever it is isn't serious, I know.
Oh, thanks,
I'm
Aunt
sorry,
B.
Mother, for snapping at you like that.
Don't worry about it, dear. Why don't you speak frankly to Bill? He'll be honest whatever the trouble is. I'm sure Bill Harper never lied about anything.
Yes, that's right. Bill's mother says he never lies.
There, you see?
You think it'd be all right if I speak to him about it?
That
Why,
was a lie.
of course. Oh, Jimmy. Sit down, darling, and I'll have your breakfast for you in a moment.
So he just murdered a man, I guess. Didn't even know it.
Jimmy,
What have I got to worry about?
why don't
What?
you tell me?
Oh, for Pete's sake, don't start to cross-examine me, will you? I'm all right.
Jimmy, don't let Mother see you like that.
Stoned out of your mind. Oh, wow. Federal officer.
There is no doubt that there is an organized gang distributing the narcotics to students, not only in my school, but all over the city.
I mean, you got Al
government men have
Capone and
got
shit
to
out
find
there, but
some way to
no, let's
put an
just
end to
focus on some kids
Of course, I
smoking
agree with you,
dope.
Dr. Carroll. But do you realize that marijuana is not like other forms of dope? You see, it grows wild in almost every state in the Union. Therefore, there is practically no interstate commerce in the drug.
Even Alaska.
As a result, the government's hands
That's the
are
best
tied.
kind of kush.
And frankly, the only sure cure is a widespread campaign in education.
Oh, it's all right to
And it
talk
doesn't
about
involve this
education,
film,
Mr.
which
Wyatt.
provides
But
false
we
information.
educators can't do anything until the public is sufficiently aroused.
Let me show you something. In 1930, the records on marijuana in the Washington office of the Narcotics Division scarcely filled a small folder like this. Today, they fill cabinets.
So is this supposed to be like 21 Jump Street, where they
All
go in,
these
investigate?
devoted to marijuana records.
I don't even...
Here is an example. A 16-year-old lad apprehended in the act of staging a holdup. 16 years old and a marijuana addict. Here is a most tragic case.
Yes, I remember. Just a young boy. Under the influence of the drug, he killed his entire family with an axe.
Then there is the most vicious type of case. Here, in Michigan,
Yes.
a young girl, 17 years old, a reefer smoker, taken in a raid in the company with 5 young men. Here is a particularly flagrant case.
Yes, I remember. The newspapers made quite a play of it. In West Virginia, wasn't it?
Yes.
Thought it was
And
in
there
Michigan.
are hundreds of them coming up, new ones every day.
I'd like to take these records, if I may. I feel they would be of invaluable assistance to me in combating the evil in my school.
You're
I think
very
they'll make
welcome,
better
Dr. Carroll.
toilet paper. All right.
Sit down, Bill. There seems to be something wrong. What is it? You were always a fine student. You always had excellent grades.
Well, I guess the work is getting a little harder, Dr. Carroll.
No, it isn't that. Bill, I'd like to help you. But of course I can't unless you let me. You're undermining your health.
Well, there's nothing, Dr. Carroll. Really, there isn't. I'll study harder, honest.
Honest. If you were being honest with me and honest with yourself, I'm afraid you'd tell me an entirely different story. Bill, I'm going to ask you a straightforward question. And I'd like to have a straightforward answer.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it true that you have, perhaps unwillingly, acquired a certain harmful habit through association with certain undesirable people?
It's oddly specific.
Well,
Oh, no, sir, I haven't, Dr. Carroll. Well, that is, you see,
This kid looks
I'm
like
worried
David
about
Hogg.
something at home.
all right, my boy. We'll just have to let it go at that. But remember, if you ever want to confide in me, no one will ever be the wiser.
Well, thank you, Dr. Carroll.
You like gladiator movies?
Hello, Mary. You want to play it, sir?
Mary.
Thanks, Teddy, but I'm waiting for
It's your
someone.
last name.
Well, if you're
Jane.
waiting for Bill, he hasn't been here for a week.
I don't have a lot to say about this one because it's hard to hear. A. B. I'm too early to think of anything. And C. What else would I say other than they're partying again?
Didn't think that you'd get long to catch on.
It was a different age. So.
Hey, don't you ever get fed?
You're feeding me, can't you see?
Give me that report, will you?
Get it yourself.
Jesus. Yeah, when I listen to jazz, I get all crazy. They recycled that scene. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's gonna turn into the Hulk. Okay. This is NC-17 from 1936. Just making out, though. It's like they're acting like they're on coke instead of weed.
Good morning, Miss. We're from the police department.
Good morning.
We're tracing a hit-and-run driver. Someone caught the license number at the place of the accident, but didn't get it quite right. So we're
They had
checking all
license
numbers
plate
like
numbers
it.
back
Yours
then?
is one of them.
Well, I'll try
Probably
to
like
help you.
Do you remember
12 or
what you did on
something.
the 29th of last month?
Oh, that was the day before Mother's birthday. Oh, yes, I remember that because I left school and went directly to the dressmaker's with Mother. I was there all
Great
afternoon.
memory
Did you happen to
for
loan
someone
your
who's
car to
high
a
on
couple of
weed
men?
all the time.
No, I had the call all afternoon
I
myself.
don't know.
Well, thanks, Miss. Sorry to have troubled you.
I'm starting to
Tell me,
feel like there's really no
did
purpose to this
Was
film
the person
other than
killed?
Fortunately, he
Excuse
wasn't,
to
but that's
smoke
still no
weed.
excuse for hit-and-run driving.
for these actors.
Has Jimmy Lane been here today?
He was in. He went over to May's place. You know where that is.
Play it again, Sam.
Well, he was going to wait for me here, so he didn't give me May's address. Are you sure Jimmy didn't leave any message for me? Mary?
Mary Jane.
No, he didn't. But I guess you're okay. I'll write it down.
You're
for
a
you.
broad, after all. Is that their door, for real?
Mary, come right in.
Look at that thing.
Oh, I think he's around somewhere.
Who has a door like
He
that?
went out to take Agnes home, but he'll be right back. Come in and sit down, Mary.
It's like half a
And let
door.
me take your coat.
Who's the new kid just came in?
Oh, it's that gal that Ralph's gone overboard for. Funny, we've never been able to get her up here before.
Get her up.
Hey.
Hey, some Rogaine would do you some good, buddy. All right.
Smoke, Mary?
Thanks. Are you sure Jimmy will be back soon?
Sure, any minute.
Oh yeah, drag that shit. Whoa. Just a lot of awkward silence.
Hey, what's the matter? An orphan?
Where do you put it? You got a hollow leg?
Thanks.
How do you feel, Mary?
You left
Oh,
on his
Mary,
butt.
give me a Mary. Oh, Mary.
Yes, it's Reefer Madness.
Everything's okay.
Kind of makes you wish you were watching the musical because this is fucking boring. Propaganda, Mr. Bond. Propaganda about marijuana. And I'm just watching, taking it in because, you know, I'm bored, I'm tired, and this movie's really hard to concentrate. Uh-oh. Hell yeah, man. Now it just turned into an all-out brawl. I went to a reefer party and a hockey game broke out. Oh, she's dead. How did she die? She shot herself? No, they're confusing marijuana with cocaine. I'm dead serious.
Jack, is she all right?
And I don't know if this is the same time when they had cocaine in their Coca-Cola too, so.
She's dead.
Jim.
May, get me some water.
She seems very thirsty.
Why don't you get out of here? Get out of here and forget you're ever in here today. I'll handle this.
Where?
I'll get going.
That won't be hard for them because they're already on pot. Happy 420, man. Merry Christmas.
Give it to me.
Yeah. That'll work. That'll bring it to life. Works for the flowers, right?
Here.
Oh, that's somebody else. That's the kid. He's still got the gun.
Harry.
Mary. Mary.
Oh, God, what have I done?
What happened?
You killed her.
Resisting the urge to do the Darth Vader. No.
Look.
She's dead, son. You
After I sprang,
fucking
you called
killed
the
her.
cops. And this is your story. Remember it. These two kids came up here for a couple of beers. You're out in the kitchen, you heard the shop. When you got in here, that's what you found.
Yeah.
Just stick to that
You
story.
may be dead, but you ain't off the hook.
Mary.
Do you love me?
Mary. Speak to me. Mary.
Oh. What's the kill count now? 2? For the 1930s, this is already a bloodbath. Oh, yeah. Stash the shit.
Oh, Jack? I was just talking to a friend of mine. A cop.
You can get us some real good shit.
Sergeant on the homicide squad. The guy you hit that day died.
Died? You didn't.
No. I didn't crack. I'm not going to.
You didn't crap? What?
Nobody will ever know you were driving that car.
Well, thanks, Jack.
Some guy eavesdropping.
Well,
Hey,
you
he
keep
was
your mouth
driving
shut
that
you were
car.
ever up in May's apartment.
Why, sure, Jack, sure.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, then. Marijuana.
Your Honor, I'd like to recall Dr. Alfred Carroll to the stand.
Call Dr. Alfred Carroll to the stand.
Yeah, seriously. I was saying earlier, they think marijuana is bad. Just wait a couple years till they come out with like
The Lakeside High School.
meth.
Did you, during the
heroin.
last
Well, they already
3
have
months,
heroin, but
notice any changes in the demeanor and attitude of your student,
LSD,
William Hopper?
ecstasy.
In a number of things. For example, at times disassociation of
Crack.
ideas. In another
PCP.
instance, I happened to attend the recent
Ketamine.
interscholastic tennis matches. And
Bath
while Bill
salts.
Harper had been considered an
K2.
exceedingly good player, I saw him miss the ball by as much as 3 or 4 feet. This, I
Whippets.
understand, could be attributed to the use of marijuana. It causes errors in time and space.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness isn't qualified to express opinions upon the effect of narcotics.
What?
Sustained. Dr. Carroll has been
DMT.
called merely as a character witness.
Well, then, although you didn't know to your own knowledge that the defendant was using marijuana, did you notice any changes that would lead you to believe, as an educator, that he was under some severe mental
I'm sure
strain,
William
which might
Shatner got some
possibly have been
tips
induced
from
by some
this
drugs?
movie.
Yes, I recall distinctly a few weeks ago. It was during a class of English literature. There was a serious discussion of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet when he suddenly burst into an uncontrollable fit of hysterical laughter.
By the way, Dr. Carroll, 6 months ago, what would have been your opinion regarding the character of my client?
He was a fine, upstanding American boy, a good scholar, a good athlete, and representative of the caliber of young men we are proud to graduate from our school.
Oh, snap out of it, will you? Not our fault. Why'd I ever bring him up there anyway? He's just a kid. Can't hang him.
Shut up, shut up!
Why don't you let yourself go? Talk. Go off your nuts and have me that way, too. It was his own fault, wasn't it?
Shut up! They've got us hidden out, haven't they? The cops can't find us.
Jack,
Forgot all about this kid.
Jack, I want to get out of this place.
You're going to stay here as long as we have to keep those two out there undercover. Until the trial's over. The boss gets a better idea.
But they're getting on my nerves.
It can't last much longer. Not worried about her. We got to keep him gagged.
I'm about ready to crack.
All you got to do is keep him from having too many reefers.
Any day now.
Too many reefers. Okay.
He'll probably spill and tell all he knows if he gets the chance.
I don't think he'll get it. I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go find a more entertaining movie to watch. That's what I should be doing, but I think it's almost over. This is really boring, guys. Like, oh, God. Almost done.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, boss.
More names of the generic 30s.
What are we going to do about that Wiley guy?
Still jittery, huh?
I don't know what the punk's going to do.
He's feeding him those hot sticks.
That's what May's been doing. That's no good. I got a hunch that he's due to crack when that Harper verdict comes in. He's on the tee. He's liable to take a powder on us and blow his topper to the DA.
You mean you think we'd all be better off if he never heard the verdict? Well, what are you waiting for?
Still didn't do it. Just was like, okay.
You, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have a duty to perform. A duty to yourselves and to our community. Mary Lane is dead.
Mary Lane.
The evidence you've heard at this trial could not have failed to convince you of
It's
the
not Mary
guilt
Jane, it's
of
Mary
the
Lane.
defendant.
Or
By his
I
own
should say
admission,
Mary Lane,
He
like
pressed
this
the trigger of the
fucking movie.
weapon that sent lovely and innocent Mary Lane to a tragic and untimely death.
I hate doing old movies.
We are not so much concerned about the motives behind the deed as to the deed itself. While the defendant has told you that he saw someone attacking Mary Lane, and that his mind went blank from that moment on, The defense has been unable to produce one witness to substantiate that statement. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you heard able men testify at this trial, men who have tried to bring out the fact that the defendant might have become momentarily insane when he fired the shot that killed Mary Lane. But the defense has been unable to prove that he was insane. William Harper was sane when he visited the apartment where the tragedy occurred. He was in the habit of visiting the place. He was sane when he went into a bedroom with another young woman. You all heard what went on in that room. You heard it from the defendant's own lips. Involved as he was in a tawdry love affair, Mary Lane was in the way. She had found him out. In a moment of anger, he deliberately and willfully killed her. If such deeds are permitted to go unpunished, this community would cease to be a decent and safe place for us or our children to live. I do not believe I have to plead or even demand that you bring in a verdict to punish the defendant for the crime that he has committed against society. You are upright citizens. That is why you were chosen to judge another. And as honest, upright citizens, there is only one verdict which you can find, and that is a verdict of guilty.
And this court will be adjourned until the jury's verdict is reached.
Dun 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 dun.
I suppose you all feel the same about this case.
Yeah, they got nothing to say about tobacco cigarettes.
No, he did it? No, he wasn't. He knew what he was doing.
But supposing he was insane?
You can never make me believe it nor anybody else. We'll take a first vote.
So I just turned it to 12 stone a man.
$11 for conviction, 1 for acquittal.
If we don't fit.
But there's a reasonable doubt about the boy's sanity.
We can't. No doubt about the fact that he murdered her. He admitted it himself. That wasn't the first time he was there.
Okay.
We got to make an example before boys like that contaminate all of our children. We can't have every murderer hiding behind the gag that he's insane. Sure, they see red before they kill somebody. But whose fault is it?
Society. Just kidding, it's Reefer. Give him the chair. Bad drug dealers? Come on, man. They're the most trustworthy people in the world. Here comes the bro. Oh, never mind.
Have you reached a verdict? We have. The defendant will rise. What is your verdict? We find the defendant guilty, discharged.
Free my boy Jimmy. Oh, he's having guilt. he's having withdrawals.
Stop that racket! Stop it!
What's the matter with you? Please.
May! May!
What do you want?
Bring me some reefers.
Some reefers.
They're going to hang him. Blanche, they're going to hang him.
Oh, come on. Get a hold of yourself. Here you are. Now, quit that crazy laughing.
Where's Jack? I want to get out of here.
They'll pick you up and hang you if you don't pipe down.
I want to see Jack. Jack. I want to see Jack. Jack.
You
I want to see
better
the
hide.
end of this.
I can't do anything with him.
Oh, we're almost there.
I've got to see Jack. We can't let that kid hang.
Yeah, at least they have conscience. Not all drug dealers have that, you know.
Don't worry. He'll be here in a little while.
I've got to see him. You've got to see him.
We leave you with a Mr. Reeferhead, guilty for his crimes and unable to confess.
Come on, darling. Everything will be
Another
over
victim
soon.
of the marijuana zone.
You want me to play something for you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Play some Marley.
Play something.
All right. Come on. Honey, give me a smoke, will you?
Master. Master. Wait, Master. Wait, Master.
And then he just has a heart attack and dies. Right? That's the movie. Uh-oh. It's the fuzz.
I know what you want. You want to kill me. You're crazy. Take it easy, kid. I just want to talk to you.
Uh-oh. Dogs. All right.
Hey, there's a terrible fight going on. Yes, yes. Apartment 32.
Uh-oh. It's the G-Man.
Give me a glass of water.
Who's behind you?
No, no, no.
You'll hang if you don't talk.
No.
Who hired you and Jack? Hurry. Are you ready to tell what you know?
Yeah.
My ears. You gotta put air raid sirens for marijuana, really? Jesus. Special thanks to Batman.
If we can gain some measure of leniency for my client, she is prepared to enter a plea of guilty and, in addition, turn state's evidence in the case of William Harper.
I regret that this court is not prepared to bargain with justice.
I'll tell anyway. I was there. I saw it. I know who killed Mary. And I'll tell you who killed Mary Lane. It wasn't Bill.
It was
Jack.
the Reefer!
Jack Kelly. He shot Mary, and then he put the gun in Bill's hand. We were all at the apartment one afternoon, and Mary came in looking for her brother. Bill and I, we'd been in another room. And Bill came in. He caught Ralph with Mary.
Oh. Guess that's it. Good. It's probably the worst mystery cactus theater I've ever done, so please dislike this. I know I'm going to do it. All right, have a good 420 and everything. I'm going to go delete this video. No, I'll keep it in. Bye.